Welcome back to the Power Pivot. This episode is about the sneaky belief I hear a lot, and that is a concern or a worry about what will other people think, right? If I decide to change up my signature offer, change how I work, change what I do entirely, or switch things up, are people going to think that I couldn't hack it as a copywriter? I couldn't hack it as a coach. I couldn't hack it as someone who teaches about nutrition. Um, and I'm here to tell you that that is bullshit. Absolute nonsense. And, the biggest thing I want you to take away, so I'm going to start there and do that bit up front, is that it is brave to admit that something isn't working and you want something different, right? It is brave to unapologetically go after what you want, which is exactly why so few people actually do it. And throughout this entire process, you cannot care more about what people will think about you than what you think about yourself and your life and how your business supports it or detracts from it. So it is about reframing what position you occupy in the market, but also what position you occupy in your own mind. And I recently had a profitable pivot VIP day with a copywriter, with my client Megan, and she's fantastic, and her favorite thing is she creates blog posts that rank both for SEO and GEO, so they rank in AI tools as well, and she helps repurpose that into emails and her social media content. And she said to me at some point during the process that, she's like, I feel hesitant because I'm not an SEO strategist, right? I do SEO, I have all these tools, I can do all this research. There's, this specific part I am really good at, but I'm not an SEO strategist or an SEO agency. And I was like, you don't have to be. Right? But her objection was like, "Oh, I'm not this, so I can't do this," right? Or people might think I'm not that good at this because I'm not an SEO strategist. And to me, I said to her, like, the reframe for this is that it's not about SEO strategy. It is about writing content that will rank in search and in AI tools and actually bring in leads. And you are perfectly qualified to do that, right? When someone hires you, they're not like, oh, I want the best SEO strategist. I don't care, right? I want the best person that gets me leads from my blogs because that's the outcome I'm going after. I want someone to handle that marketing part for me, and that is what you do. And, I hear a lot of things of objections, myths, ideas that people have while they are going through this transition in business model, in signature offer, in offer suite clarification, right? Because often it is about culling things and taking things out. And they're thinking, I should have already figured this out, you know? And that is bullshit. That is, again, I feel like I've said that word a lot, but you don't see it yourself. When I'm considering a pivot, I hire out, and I hire out specifically for someone who has a similar strength profile as me. I hire specific consultants who I know follow my line of thinking. And you are so close. It's that whole thing about you can't see the forest through the trees. You're too close to it. You need this external perspective to look at everything from an outsider's perspective because we're too close to it. So that means that maybe you should have figured it out already. Maybe you could have figured it out already, but you didn't have the right perspective, the right person, the right tool to help you do that. And this is true. Like, I've been doing this for, uh, almost 9 years at this point of recording, and I have used an online business to pay my bills across 9 years in all different ways, shapes, and sizes. I've had a lot of different business models. I've used my expertise in different ways, um, and I still admit that even though this is what I do, I need outside perspective and outside help and outside more people will see more things. Um, and then the next thing is, and this is the issue that I deal with again and again, like as you're going through a transition or as you're like underneath it, you know that there is something wrong with the offer, right? whether it's the delivery, whether it's the ideal client, whether it's there is something wrong there. But that seems like a very big job to fix it, and you're not sure if it's worth it, and will you burn everything down, and how do you sell something when you know it's not good? So instead of addressing that problem with the offer, they will want to try another sort of tactic to fix it, right? It's like, "Oh, I just need a funnel. I just need to do a webinar. Oh, I need to tinker on the messaging. Oh, I should run ads. I should host a challenge. Oh, it's the lead quality, right? Oh, it's the economy. Oh, it's this thing. Oh, it's that thing." No, these are the symptoms. It is impossible to get good results from a tactic if the offer is broken and if you're not in it. Because the thing is, clients can tell. Like, I went through a group program with someone who has actually gone through a really big pivot over the last few years. And when I was in that program on those calls, I could tell that they did not want to be there. They didn't want to be there coaching us. And it sucks as a client to pay, I think it was like $2,000 a month for a couple months. It's a shitty feeling, you know? So the thing about that is you can fix all the tactics and you can attract better leads and you can set up better ads. But if you're not happy in that offer, your clients can tell and the results are going to suck. So stop addressing the symptoms and start addressing what is actually broken. And then finally, one of the things that you might go through is that when you have actually decided, like, okay, I'm gonna work on my offer suite. I'm gonna figure out what this main thing that I want to do is. I might change how I deliver it. I might change the container of it. Maybe it lengthens, maybe it shortens, maybe you go from launching to evergreen, maybe you go to a membership, right? The solution depends on you and what's going on in your business and what you want. But when you've made the decision to start switching things up, so many people hesitate to start selling it in a new way, in a new form, in a new container, because you believe that you need everything in place before you can sell. And that is very much not true. You can sell. I've had a client who, I have a one-on-one client, and she was like, "Okay, I know I need these parts, but also I had this opportunity, so I just pulled out our working document and I sold it." I was like, "Okay, well, here's the working document of what it is. Like, there's not a web page, there's not a funnel, there's not an application form, but here is what this offer is. Do you want to buy it?" And they went ahead and signed a client. Like, that is completely possible to do. The same client that I mentioned before, Megan, after we wrapped up, so we've broken up the VIP day in multiple parts to accommodate our busy schedules because we couldn't find a full day that worked. And after our meeting, she had a meeting with someone else, and she texted me later that day to tell me that this was the first time she could be so clear about what she does and what her offer is. And the person she met up with immediately went, "Oh, I need to introduce you to so and so because they need exactly what you do." And that's what happens when you start refining and you get really clear. And that's really what we do inside the Profitable Pivot VIP Day. It's around what stays, what goes, how do all these offers work together, and how do you talk about this offer in a way that people can see the value, that can build the desire, that people can recognize themselves and be like, "Oh, here is what I need instead." So if you've heard all of this and you're like, "Okay, you're right. I can't figure this out alone. I know that I have some cleaning up to do in my offer suite, or I know that I want to make the transition and I'm ready. I'm tired of trying different tactics. I understand that that's not the problem going to help me. And I want to move with this and decide so that I can start selling this new offer and things that feel better, things that land better, things that you'll enjoy doing more." Then this is your opportunity to book a Profitable Pivot VIP Day. The link to do that is down below. And I cannot wait to talk to you in the next episode, which is all around what if you do it wrong and what if you make the wrong decision again. All right, I'll talk to you very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching and listening.